to my channel. I trust you are all doing well. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and tuning in today. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Barbara. I go by the name of Simple Yet Stylish on all socials, and I upload fashion and lifestyle content. So if any of those two topics are of interest to you, then consider hitting the subscribe button. And for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your ongoing support. Now, as you guys can tell by the title of today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my most used, I want to round it up to 5, but I think it might be a 4. I want to round it up to 5 because typically, you know, you round things up to like a top 3, top 5, top 10, and I kind of want to keep it even in that department, but it might be a top 4. But anyway, I want to show you guys my most used handbags of 2025. Now, if you've been with me on this channel for longer than a year, then you will know that throughout my time on YouTube, I've been sharing different types of content, whether it be lifestyle vlogs, travel vlogs, fashion content, shoe unboxings. I've dibbled and dabbled here and there in different sort of like content genres. But this year in particular, I really focused on luxury handbags. And for the most part, they did exceedingly well and they were received well by you viewers as well. And so I thought it would make sense for me to come back as the year is drawing to a close and share with you some of the bags that I have been using the most, especially because in these luxury handbag videos, I've been going into a little bit more detail and just talking about how you can style the bag, what to wear it with, and what bag typically fits your style or your aesthetic or the trends that you are more keen on. So without further delay, let's get straight into the video and let me share with you my most used handbags of 2025. In no particular order, I'm going to start off with my Jacquemus Bambino bag. Now, I did unbox this bag on this channel earlier on in the year. And so I will link that video in the description box below for you guys. But I absolutely love this bag and I have been wearing it back to back this year. When it comes to the color, that's what makes me pick it up the most. And I do have other brown bags. I've got the Gucci bag up there. I'm not sure if it's, okay, it's not showing today, but you can see a little bit of it up there in the corner. I've got the Gucci bag, I've got my Louis Vuitton Neverfull, and I've got my Louis Vuitton Alma BB. But the Gucci and the Louis Vuitton bags have print on them. And even though I have no issues with print and I love those bags, sometimes I want to go for something a little bit more plain and a little bit more subtle. Now, this bag does have the croc detail and of course it has the suede fabric, but overall it is a plain brown bag. There's no prints, there's no monograms, there's no massive logos going around the bag or anything like that. So it's been very easy to style. Additionally, this year I have been wearing a lot of black and brown. I don't think I've really worn much color. If anything, I think at the start of the year, I wore maybe like a blush pink and I paired it with my purple Tom Fords, which you can see on my left, your right, I think. That was the most I'd done in terms of color. Besides that, throughout spring, summer, autumn, winter, joggers.
Excuse me?
Joggers. Spring, summer.
Okay.
September, spring, shows spring, summer.
Sorry, I had to. Throughout spring, summer, autumn, winter, I have been wearing black a lot and I've been wearing brown too. So back to the bag, absolutely love this. I love the size. It's not too big, it's not too small. I love the fact that it comes with a top handle, as you can see, and it has the strap as well, which is inside the bag. I'll just take it out quickly for you guys. So here's the strap and it's adjustable, so you can wear it as crossbody, over the shoulder, or I like to carry, I think I've said this 100 times, I like to carry it and just wrap the strap around my hand and it looks really nice. Now, the only thing is, there's been times where, and this is, I'm not putting any blame on the bag at all. There's been times where I've been carrying a few more contents which required me to pick up a bigger bag. And it's slightly frustrating because when you try and overstuff this bag, there is no way it closes. It literally stays open like this, which is very annoying. It's very frustrating. And in London, with all this phone snatching and handbag snatching on a rise, it is not safe at all to carry your bag like this in any shape or form. I also love the pocket at the back, which makes it very easy for me to just put my card wallet, leave my card wallet at home and put my cards in there. It's just so convenient. And because this is typically touching my waist when I wear it as a crossbody, all I have to do is just put my hand in the side or put my fingers in the side, take it out, and I don't have to worry about anyone trying to take my cards or anything of the sort. So this is the first bag that I wanted to share with you guys. This bag typically goes on sale around, you know, like the sale seasons. So probably now, I'm sure you can find it on sale on sites such as Satire. And so if I do, or Flannels, does Flannels stock Jacquemus? I'm not sure, but it typically goes on sale. So if I find it, I will definitely link it in the description box below. They also have the plain leather one. They've got different colors. And I also think it's a great starter bag for anyone that's building a luxury handbag collection. So this is the first most used bag on my list for 2025. Next, we've got this classic vintage Chanel quilted handbag. I shared a luxury handbag collection video at the start of the year, and I went into more detail again in that video. This bag I did not purchase. This bag is almost as old as I am, and I got this bag from my mum. So it's an absolutely beautiful and iconic hand-me-down that I love and I cherish so much. And because of how vintage it is, it does have quite a few wear and tears. And I know that, I'm sure that it can, you know, I can take it to the handbag doctor and have it fixed and repaired and just given that tender loving care. But for now, I've just been keeping it on the shelves to make sure that I'm not wearing it too much, and I just don't want to potentially damage it or increase any of the imperfections or the wear and tear. But I say all of that to say this year I've been wearing it a lot. Based on what I said regarding the Jacquemus bag, I've been wearing a lot of black and brown, and this bag has been completing my looks, especially my all black looks or my monochrome black and white looks. I absolutely love this bag, and every time I pick it up, every time I wear it, or every time it's brought to my attention, even in conversation or as I'm filming this video, it always makes me want to buy a Chanel bag. I've never bought a Chanel bag for myself, and I do want to in future, but I've been hearing so many mixed reviews and, you know, just different information about how Chanel bags are made nowadays and how different it is to when they were made back in the 90s. So I say all of that to say, even if I don't buy a Chanel bag in this lifetime, that's absolutely fine, because this to me overpowers any other Chanel bag that I would ever buy, literally, because of its age, because it's vintage, because it has so much life to it. Even like the wear and tears, like I said, the leather, the way it's like creased and used, I love it. I loved how aged it is, and to me that beats a fresh brand new Chanel bag in my opinion. And I got it from my mum, so that makes it even more sentimental as well. So this is also on the list of most worn handbags of 2025. Next, we've got my Saint Laurent sac du jour. If I was to create this type of video every year, this bag will always make it on the list. If I'm to create any luxury handbag based video, whether it's top 5 favorite, top 3 favorite, top 10 favorite, for sure, this bag will always make it. This to me is an ideal bag for every person, every season, not every occasion, but it's just such an amazing bag. And typically I don't know anyone who owns this bag, regardless of the size, who doesn't get a lot of wear out of theirs. Another thing that I'll say as well, let me hold it at the bottom so that it's easier. Another thing that I will say regarding this bag, if you can't get your hands on a Birkin for whatever reason, we're not going to go into like the whole how to secure a Birkin or a Kelly process, but if for whatever reason you can't get your hands on a Birkin, or you don't want a Birkin but you like the look or the aesthetic of a Birkin, I would say this bag is definitely a great alternative option. It's always on sale. And when I say on sale, I don't mean like discount. I mean, it's always available to purchase in store, online, directly with the brand, with other concession stores. You can always grab this bag. There are an array of colors to choose from. And like I said previously, they have different sizes as well. So you can go a little bit bigger if you're looking for something that's ideal for like workwear or travel. Although the bigger one I wouldn't recommend for travel, maybe something else, something a little bit more softer with less structure. But I say all of that to say there's options when it comes to the sac du jour. Again, all black, so for me it's perfect. It's been ticking all the boxes and been completing my looks. It's easy. As much as I love me a top handle bag, I've been wearing this as a crossbody bag a lot this year, especially when I was in Atlanta. Like I said, my looks were very neutral, very minimal. But even on days where the sun was out and I wanted to add maybe a bold pop of color, I would wear this bag and it completed my look. Absolutely love it. I feel like this is a great investment piece. And when I say that, I don't mean in terms of like the resale value or anything like that. I just mean for the most part, when you buy this bag, or if you are to buy this bag, you will get a lot of wear out of that. And to me, that's what handbag purchases should primarily be about. Not just about the resale value, but about how long it's going to last in your wardrobe, how much wear you're going to get out of it. I absolutely love this. I don't know what else to say. I absolutely love it. I love the size. I think the size is perfect. I think in future, I probably would get a bigger one. But for now, if I was to buy another one, I would definitely go for the nano size again. I believe this is the nano. Yes, I would go for the nano size again. Oh, I just love this bag so much. So I'm surprised I didn't even feature it first. But like I said, this video is in no particular order. So the Saint Laurent Sac du Jour also made it on the list for sure of most worn handbags of 2025. To make a lot of room for the next bag, this is the Coach Kisslock frame bag. I recently created a video or shared a video on my updated review on this bag, and I received a lot of messages, very, very interesting messages and great conversations that I've had with some of the viewers and the ones that own this bag. I absolutely love this bag. It's amazing. This has been my go-to bag for everything this year. I've traveled quite a few times, and every time I traveled, this was my carry-on bag. I have used it casually. I've used it to dress up and just worn it as a clutch under my arm. I love this bag, I really do. Now, despite my love for this bag, and I did say this when I unboxed it and shared for the first time on this channel, that I wish they added additional hooks or straps on the other side, because it's only on this side, as you can see where the charm is, and over here. But on this side, there are no hooks. And so just to briefly go into detail, I did say that when you put a lot of contents in this bag and it becomes slightly heavy, it tends to open up when you wear it, and it tends to be quite frustrating going in and out of your bag if you need to and you're wearing it over your shoulder because the strap is only on one side. But besides all of that, I can't fault this bag for anything else, honestly. It's so beautiful. Coach really did their big one with this. They did. And I believe it is one of their best sellers. It did sell out when it first hit the stores, and so that alone speaks volumes. I also feel like in terms of price point, it makes sense considering what we are paying for or what we're expected to pay for handbags nowadays. But besides that, I don't really have anything else to say. Like I said, I did share an updated video on what my thoughts are on this bag based on experience, so I will link that in the description box below for you guys. But besides that, I do love this bag. I really do. And like I said in that video, if you don't mind the way the hooks and the strap is situated, I would highly 1000% recommend this bag to anybody. This bag has been good to me besides everything else that I did mention in that video, this bag has been good to me. I will continue to get a lot of wear out of it in 2026. Lastly, we've got another Coach bag, and this is the Jonie. I did share in my previous Coach video, I think that was the one I uploaded last week, that they have a bigger size in the Jonie, which makes a lot of sense. So I absolutely love that for clients and consumers, and I love it for Coach as well. I love Coach as a brand, I really do. I love me some Coach. This bag has been a great bag for whenever I'm going out, especially, you know, like to dinner or meeting up with friends. Even though I haven't really met up with anyone this year, I've really been inside, and that's more so my life anyway. I'm more inside than outside, right? As you get older, you know. But I say all of that to say this has been an easy go-to bag for me when I want to be slightly dressed up a little bit more. I haven't really built my clutch bag collection, and that's something that I want to aim towards in the near future, going into 2026 and all that good stuff. But in the meantime, when I do have places to go, people to see, and it's more so an evening vibe, this has been a great bag to use. I haven't really attended any special occasions such as like parties or events this year. Literally only one, I believe. I went to one Christmas. I've been to 2 baptisms this year. One was at church. They didn't have a reception after that. And one, there was a reception, and I believe I wore this bag. I did. I wore this bag with sort of a matching ASOS dress. It was within like the same color palette, but a little bit deeper. But I say all of that to say this has been an easy go-to bag for me in the evenings. I've said this so many times whenever I talk about this bag. It's great because it's an amazing alternative to the Fendi Graphy. I'm not going to say it's a dupe. I think I've said that before in the past. If it is, I'm not going to call it a dupe. I think it's a great alternative and a fraction of the Fendi Graphy price as well. It does come in different colors, and like I said, they've also got a bigger one as well. So if you're looking for something a little bit more casual, not so much on the dressy side and more practical, then I will link the bigger size in the description box below. But besides that, I absolutely love this bag. Again, a neutral color, so it goes with a lot of pieces, existing pieces in my wardrobe. And that's another thing that I love. All the bags that I've showed you guys in this video, I haven't had to buy anything new to match those bags. And that's something that I don't typically like to do. And I always advise people to try and steer away from that. If you find yourself constantly having to buy new things to match something, then that means you're not really going in the right direction in terms of your personal style. So Coach Jonie bag has been very, very good to me. I feel like in the future, I probably will get another color. I think I'll probably get it in black, because I don't have a black bag of this size. I don't even have a black clutch. How can I not have a black clutch in my collection? That is diabolical. And I did have a black clutch on my luxury wish list of 2025, but we'll talk about the wish list in another video. So yeah, back to the Coach bag. Amazing. I will definitely get it in black. I think it comes in a dark brown as well. So that would be a color that I would also very, very, very much so look into, because it's very, very nice. The deep tone, it's very, very nice. So this is the 5th bag on my list of most worn handbags of 2025. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it fun. I hope you found it useful. And I hope you liked the bags that I shared with you as well. I am so happy with each and every single one of them, as well as the others in the background, if you can see any of them. I love my handbag collection, and I said this in my luxury handbag collection video. I do not have a lot of bags. I have more shoes than bags. And despite the fact that I've been sharing so many videos based on handbags on this channel, I am a shoe lover through and through. That is my #1 love when it comes to fashion, shoes, because I always dress from the bottom up. I've been doing that for over 10 years. And it's always worked for me in terms of my personal style. But I do love me a good handbag as well. Who doesn't? So I just wanted to share the top 5 most used handbags with you guys, and I love that they're all neutral. I love that some of them have been in my possession or in my collection for a very long time. I love that one of them is a beautiful hand-me-down that has so many memories and is aging like fine wine, despite the little wear and tears, aging like fine wine. I just love all of them, and no doubt I know for certain that I will continue to wear these bags. So in terms of cost per wear, in terms of investment, I know that I can tick those boxes because I love all of them. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Let me know in the comment section if there are any bags in your collection. They don't have to be luxury, but let me know if there are any bags that you have been consistently wearing throughout 2025 that you have fallen in love with again, bags that were on the back shelf or you completely forgot about, and one day they just stood out to you and you haven't been able to put them down since. I would love to hear your stories, and I would love to talk with you guys in the comment section. So please leave a comment below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Like I said, subscribe to my channel. Follow me on socials, because at the start of the year, throughout the year actually, I wasn't really uploading. I took a long break, or what I would consider a long break of socials. I was off for almost a year, and then I came back around mid to late October. So I am posting more personal style content on there. So be sure to follow me. Everything will be linked in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.